Space Command coming to Huntsville. Eli Lilly with a good announcement. Also, what's happening in Congress with this health care bill. To talk a little bit more about this, Congressman Robert Adderholt joins us now from Alabama. Congressman, welcome in. Thanks for being with me.
Yeah, well, it's great to be with you, and thanks for having me on this morning.
100%. All right, we're fired up. Space Command finally coming into Huntsville. It's official. Let's go. Let's get happening here. Tell us all about the update on this and the folks moving in for this and the growth that this is going to mean for that area.
Yeah, well, this is going to be big for not. Everybody thinks this is Huntsville. This is much bigger than Huntsville, and it will really be a boost for the state of Alabama's economy and particularly all of North Alabama. And you're looking at, quite honestly, just directly for the headquarters there, over 1,000 people that'll be coming in for just the headquarters alone, and then the effect that it's going to have on other jobs in the area. We're looking at another 1,000 to 2,000 jobs, and that, of course, that's very, that could vary some, but so this is not just a small thing, but just to have this at Redstone will be a big deal, and it's a consolidation that is really important for Space Command and our national security, but also it's just, like I said, it's just going to be a real boost for the state of Alabama. So I don't want people to see this as just for North Alabama and just for Huntsville, because it will definitely be for the entire state.
All right, talk to us about who runs this. This falls under Pete Hegseth in our Department of Defense, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's under the Department of Defense, and I had the opportunity to travel down with the Secretary on Friday, and Congressman Strong and Senator Tuberville and I, we were able to fly down with him and to do the unveiling that was there at Redstone on a Friday afternoon, which has been a long time in coming. And I know that a lot of your listeners have probably followed that, because we were unsure whether it was going to be in Alabama or not. They were looking at where to put the Space Command and where the best place to put it. And obviously, it has been temporarily located out in Colorado. They really wanted to keep it, obviously. And so they did a nationwide search, independent search, to find out where the best place in the nation to put it. Huntsville came out on top, and it was a clear choice. Obviously, the places that were rejected did not like it, and they've always found something wrong with the way they evaluated everything to choose Huntsville. So they did it all over again, and then Huntsville was chosen again. Well, so it was very clear that Huntsville was the best place.
Joe Biden, Mr. Libville said, let's take it out to Colorado. That way we can have people running out there that are all eating gummies and, just keep it out there.
And obviously Colorado is a little bit more supportive of Biden than Alabama. So that was more of a political decision. But at the end of the day, thankfully President Trump, this was not a political decision. Like I said, this was not but at the end of the day, President Trump said we're going to put it where it needs to be, and he decided to put it there. And so, we're there, and the sign has been unveiled. I've seen it. It's not just one of these signs that's in wood and stuck it's in concrete and bolted down. So it's pretty firm. Well, now that's of course a sign, but at the same time, it's a real signal that this is coming, and they're already starting to move people there. And so
I think when Joe Biden made the decision, I don't think common sense was at the table when they're talking about it. This clearly is the right place to have our Space Command centers too. All right, well, let's talk about what's going on with Eli Lilly. Big announcement for Alabama.
Well, again, it's in Huntsville, and that will be a big part of. But this will be another big boost for the state of Alabama. A lot of people that, whether you're in the Huntsville area or not, the Greenbrier Restaurant, which is sort of a well-known little barbecue place up there, and that's right there as you come right off the interstate as you come into Huntsville and sort of the Madison area. That's where this location will be. So a lot of people are familiar with. Yeah, I've been to have those great hush puppies and barbecue at Greenbrier Restaurant. So it's going to be right in that area, and right near where the Toyota Mazda plant is that just came in there recently. So Huntsville's booming up there, and but this again is going to be spread out. A lot of workers will come from surrounding counties, and that's why I say it will impact the entire. This will be another thing that will impact the entire North Alabama, not just Huntsville itself.
100%. Clearly, this is going to be good economically for us. All right, I got to ask you about what's going on with the health care bill. Apparently, Speaker Johnson said, we're not going to have a vote on this. I guess that's the extension, and now it looks like it's going to expire, and the Senate's not going to vote, and we're going to just start back at square one in January. Am I correct, or is there going to be some sort of vote?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the extension itself. You're correct. What we're going to try to do is do some common sense health care to bring down cost of health care. And you got to remember that the Democrats passed the Obamacare with just Democrat votes. They put this to expire now. That they were the ones that made that decision, but now they want the Republicans to extend it. We, as Republicans, never supported Obamacare. We didn't think that was the best way to go, and but yet they were in control of the House, the Senate, and the President at the time, and they put it in there that it would expire. But of course, now they're blaming the Republicans that it's expiring. But obviously, that's where that was written into the legislation. Another thing that it's got to be remembered is one thing that is in Obamacare is that it covers abortion, paying for abortion. And we, as Republicans, have said we will work with you in trying to extend this health care, but we can't allow that the American taxpayers on the hook for paying for abortions. A lot of Americans, they may agree with abortion, but they don't agree that the taxpayers should pay for other people's abortion. Mm-hmm. And so, therefore, we said, let's see if we can find some common ground. They said, no, if we're not going to get abortion coverage in it, then we don't want to negotiate anything. So, that's really been frustrating.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, abortion laws are going to be there. We're not going to ban abortions across the nation as a whole, no matter how you feel about it. It's just probably not going to happen. But I 100% agree with, my tax dollars not going to that. I wish everybody, and I know this is why we have elected officials and you do the work in voting for us when it comes to these issues that we discuss up there. But I wish I could get a referendum, a long sheet on, okay, where's my tax dollars going, and check on the boxes. Okay, I'd like mine to go here. I'd like mine to go there. Absolutely not. Don't put my tax dollars towards that. But
well, like I said, even people have legitimate disagreements, about abortion. And when I say legitimate, they're not. I'm very pro-life and I'm very strong pro-life, but I understand that not everybody sees the way I do. But most Americans, we're talking to 80% or more of Americans, draw the line at tax dollars going for paying for abortions. Yeah. And that's where, we really have to draw the line. And so I'm 100% pro-life, and I don't want to see any abortions. But this is even a step beyond where you're asking the taxpayers to pay for abortion. And like I said, we're just asking. The Republicans wanted to work with extended some of these, and this is only going to be effective of a small percentage of people. This subsidy. This is not for everybody that's on Obamacare or anything. But like I said, the Democrats shut it down and said if you don't allow what they call reproductive rights, but we call, which we know is abortion, then we don't even want the extension. So that's where we are. And so Republicans have come back with an alternative bill to say, let's try to see if we can do some things that try to just lower health care costs, but that make it more of the market. How you hear all of these commercials for your auto insurance, and you see the little Geico and the Emu.
Right.
They're all trying to get your business. And that's what we got to do in the healthcare business, is try to put it into make it competitive, so that companies are actually fighting, lowering costs, so that for healthcare. And right now, it's not in a place where it does that, and that's what we need to change.
All right, very good. Robert Adderholt, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Congressman. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
Well, Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a good New Year, and I look forward to being with y'all soon. See ya.
Very good.